Hey, this is Austin from Alourion, and you're watching OCML's Artist Spotlight. What inspired me to get into music was I've basically been like a self-proclaimed attention whore my entire life. I've been a performer my entire life, and I've also been a writer for a very long time. And I realized at a young age that I could perform while getting my lyrics on a mass level by doing music and inspiring others just through my own passions. I did not play an instrument as a kid. I actually started playing my first instrument, which is bass, which is what I play in the band, at 20 years old. I wouldn't say that I've ever been influenced by an artist as far as performing. What I have been inspired by is Matty Healy from the 1975, his overall style and the way that he conducts himself in interviews and just as a person. And I would say back in the day when I first started writing lyrics, I was heavily influenced lyrically by Mike Kranica from The Devil Wears Prada. Not so much on the religious content, but more where he's just very passionate and he's very articulate with his words. The current members of the band right now is Diego, who's the vocalist, me, Austin, I'm the backup vocalist and bassist, Brian is the lead guitarist, Michael is the rhythm guitarist, and then Oz is our little drummer boy. Okay, so I'm gonna totally butcher this, but the name of the band came from because Brian is an intense Star Wars nerd, and I guess there's a ship in Star Wars called the Mandalorian, so he just took part of that word, and it's pronounced Alourion, but I guess that's where it came from. Unfortunately for this band, we haven't played a lot of shows in our time being. We've always been in the studio and trying to reach audiences on a much more mass level, like on social media, so we haven't played that many shows, but in the future we have played. The one thing that has stuck out is when I started noticing that people in the crowds were singing our lyrics back to us, which obviously shows that they started investing their time into truly listening to our music and learning the words, and it was definitely a weird and very humbling feeling. Our music making process is basically the same thing every single time. Brian will come up with a few guitar riffs and he'll shoot them over to me, and I'll start writing lyrics for that, and then we'll send the guitar and the lyrics to Diego, and he'll start listening and kind of come up with his own melodies, and if he has an idea for something, he'll even take out maybe some lyrics that I've written and just maybe add one or take out a few or whatever just to make that melody work. It's basically like a conveyor belt where just like one person does something and they pass it off and they pass it off and they pass it off. The advice that I would give somebody if they want to become a musician is do it. Don't second guess it, just do it. But understand that when you start becoming a musician or just an artist in general, you have a lot of investment ahead of you, and it's very difficult and it's very discouraging at times, but there are moments that are beyond encouraging, and it's worth it. This is Austin from Alourion. Thank you for watching OCML's Artist Spotlight.